Rest or momentum? Underground Sports Talk. I'm Alex.
I'm Jordan.
And this week we have week 18. It hasn't been a thing since the schedule was expanded and turned into 18-week season.
How long ago was that? 4 years? 3 years?
We're going to be playing the Minnesota Vikings. And it seems like a game. We're one of the main teams that don't have much to play for. Literally, week 18.
We absolutely have nothing to play for, whether we win, lose, tie. The only thing that'd be cool, put another tie in the record. Forget it. Okay.
2021 is when they switched.
2021? Yeah, right.
So, this is one of those weeks where it's like, hey, there are a lot of playoff implications for a lot of other teams right now, but we already did our part. We secured us playoff spot.
By losing our last 3 games,
we limited ourselves to the 7th seed, and we're proud of it because last time we won the Super Bowl, we were the 7th seed. But hey,
whoa! We were the 6th seed. We were the 6th seed. It's actually never been done from the 7th seed, and prior to us winning as the 6th seed, never was done. So we're it's Green Bay. We're all about history. Let's make some history.
Yeah, history time. Cheers to history. Okay. Well, I think that the big question is momentum or rest.
Yeah, that's a big question, and
that's what's going on.
Normally, what's your take? Take this season out of the equation. Just normally, if you just think of football in general, what way do you sway on that?
You want to go momentum. I mean, momentum is huge in the NFL, but I don't like how you asked that question, sir, because that's not that's not how I feel about this game.
No, because the reason I asked you is because I figured you were the same as me. Like normally, like 9 out of 10 times, that's what I'm going for is momentum. You want to be playing good, especially for a team like us that have been playing shitty. Let's just say that. And capped it off with that butt whooping that we got. But usually, play your guys. But in my opinion, I think we should just get healthy. I think we've been playing so bad that honestly, I don't think playing another game is going to help. We probably should just get off the football field. Everybody should stretch it out, make sure we restock the perks and get ready for that Chicago game.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think with how we played against the Ravens, like there's not time to get momentum right now. We've kind of ruined that for ourselves as far as getting momentum riding hot in the playoffs. We need a reset at this point is what we need, and this is the perfect opportunity to do so. So you rest your starters, whatever there are left of them, and then you have a great week of practice, get some momentum built up there, and then play a damn good football game in the wild card round against likely the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I mean it's highly likely. I think there's only one way, right, that we don't become that we don't have that matchup, and that's if the Bears lose and the Eagles win, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Correct. You got to rest them. I mean, rest everybody. Jacobs, Watson, Reed. Those would be people that I'm obviously Jordan Love. I don't think he should be coming back. Plus, I think the Packers owe it to Willis to allow him to have another game to showcase what he's going to do for a team next year. And then on the defensive side, I'm resting Van Ness probably, but I'd play him a little bit. I'd play him probably at the beginning just because he hasn't played much. But who I'm not resting is Gary. That
Yeah.
he should play every single snap in this game just because of what he's done in the previous 9 games.
What has he done?
He's put up 3 zeros in the 3 biggest stats for a defensive end. 0 sacks, 0 quarterback hits, and 0 tackles for losses. Even Corey Valentine has more tackles for losses. And that man got stiff-armed 10 yards back by Derrick Henry.
Isn't it Carrington Valentine?
Nah, he lost that ability to have that name. Because that sounds way cooler. That's
Corey
Corey.
Valentine? Yeah, it's Carrington Valentine. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Corey. So I mean, yeah, I agree. You know, guys like that who haven't really been banged up, but we're not haven't seen much out of them. Yeah, keep them out there, get them some reps, get them playing. Hopefully, get them excited to play in the playoffs. You know, only half of the conference gets to go, and we're in there. So let's do it. You know, and then going over to the other side of the football, we're talking about offense. Who do you think we're going to have at quarterback? Are we going to have Malik Willis, or are we going to have Clayton? I think Clayton's going to be out there. That's what I'm curious about. That's what I'm wondering, because Malik Willis has been hurting with his shoulder as well. And unless, well, hear me out, unless they're planning on starting Malik in the playoffs and they play Jordan Love in the week 18, no, that'd be wild. But all right, enough of my nonsense. Going back to that, Clayton Tune. Do you see him playing over Malik Willis this Sunday?
Before you just said everything you said, no. But it just got me thinking, like, are the Packers – I think he will play. I don't think there's – if he's available, you know what I mean? I think they would play him. But do they sit him in the second half so that he's healthy for the playoffs too? Because not to play over Love, but what if Love gets hurt? You know what I mean?
So you talking about Malik Willis?
Yeah.
Thought you were talking about Clayton.
Yeah, we need Clayton in there in case.
No, I agree with that though. I'd say treat it as like almost a preseason game where you start Malik and then put Clayton in second half. Obviously, Josh Jacobs needs some rest. He full-heartedly deserves it. So a lot of Emmanuel Wilson action going on there too. So, you know, I kind of hope they go that route though. You know, start Malik and then go put Clayton Tune in there and maybe give us some hope for, you know, if both of our guys go down, what happens? Because we came really close to that. Well, no, we seen that happen actually in the Ravens game, and we saw a little bit of Clayton, but I mean, no one knew anything about him at all. You know, before he was even a thing, the backups were Josh Jacobs and Jaden Reed the week prior. Then we got this Clayton Tune guy, and he comes out there and he looks all awkward throwing, and you know, they were just not prepared in that position at all.
I still don't know why Reed wasn't in there after Willis went down.
Right?
That would have just – you don't even got to throw the ball, man. It would just been so much better. And I would have been hyped. Even if it was a pick, I'd still have been more hyped. So,
yeah, I would have liked to seen Reed at quarterback. That would have been cool. But, hey, they're probably trying to keep him healthy. You know? That's going to – yeah. So, you know, with the Minnesota Vikings, how do you think they're going to treat it? They're all their starters playing?
Yeah. I mean, why not? I think they're looking more for who they're going to bring back next year. You know, is JJ playing? He was hurt last week, right?
Yeah.
If he's available, I feel like they would play him because they got to see what's going on with that. You know what I mean? They got to figure out, you know, maybe they'll be looking at Willis this offseason, because I do think that I've seen some good things out of JJ. I don't think he's a bust yet, but that team is, you know, a quarterback away from being at least playoff contenders. Yeah, next year if their quarterback play was better, whether that's JJ getting the right fixed amount of birds, or they get another quarterback in there.
Yeah. I think that, well, from what I'm seeing is that JJ McCarthy is progressing. They haven't made a call on what they're gonna do as far as if they're gonna start him or not. And then
What was
also,
What was the injury? Do you know?
with his hand, it's like a hairline fracture thing
Soft.
going on there. But they say he's progressing, and then the most Vikings headline ever is that Vikings head coach opens up the door for JJ McCarthy, the back door, I'm guessing, and so he's telling them that. So I guess there's something going on where it looks like it's a possibility he plays. So we shall see. I mean, it's Packers football. It's gonna be stress-free Packers football is what I'm calling it this week. We're gonna just watch some guys with G's on their helmets play some football, see how it goes, and just hoping that we don't come up with any more injuries so that we have some some people to step up if any of our starters get hurt in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now,
I think that's true, but also we better win this game. Cause like we have to win this game. We gotta get double-digit wins for the year. Just imagine maybe like 6 weeks ago thinking that we wouldn't get to 10 wins.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll do better for like the morale and whatnot. And winning is what we're here to do. That's why we play the game. So yes, we do need to get the dub. Jordan, let's pick between both of us, since this is a kind of unorthodox week. Let's pick one player or coach that you want to see something good out of each.
We both get one singular person. Okay.
Yep. If you can think of more than one that you know is going to be involved, then go ahead. But don't steal my thunder also.
Well, I probably will. I feel like you're going to lean one of these two ways.
Choose one.
I'm going to choose both then. All right.
Probably is who we're going to choose.
I'm going to take Hafley. He's got to have a big week. This is on him. This is a perfect chance to work with the scheme, get his guys fired up. You got guys that are going to be playing that probably are playing to possibly maybe get a little playing time in the playoffs. Or if somebody goes down, being the guy they turn to. So I want to see a lot more fight out of that defense. I think we will. I don't think we're gonna. I hope we never see a game like we did against the Ravens. So I think that's a big thing. I want to see that defense fired up, firing on all cylinders, and just flying around like they have all year, and being a tough defense, not just a soft defense, that's getting stiff-armed for 10 yards. So
yeah. No matter who's out there, like Hafley, you gotta scheme something up. You're getting the head coaching offers and things like that. Like, come on, man. Like, you've done great, but it's not looking so good without having the best defensive player in the league. Maybe like top 5 NFL players in general right now. So show something. I know you want the head coaching job. I know Hafley did kind of confirm that he'll be back next season, just kind of saying that him and Micah are gonna have a good year, something like that along those lines. But
I was thinking about that today, and how that press conference he had about Micah. I'm like, I feel like because there's not right now, and we'll see how the end of the year shakes out, but there's not really a coaching job that you would like kill for. Nobody's trying to get the Giants or the Titans head coaching job right now. And I think the biggest thing is being smart for those people that are first time head coaches in the NFL and not going to somewhere like that they're not going to succeed right away, because it might be their only chance to be a head coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And why would you not want to go back with the team who's always a contender and is going to have a fired up Micah Parsons the next season? But either way, Jeff Hafley, I think, I agree 100%. And, just side note on that defense, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing some guys play that hasn't played. I mean, they hyped up Colin Oliver and, calling him baby Micah and all this stuff. And then next thing you know, you don't see him at all, even though our defense is getting torched. Like, what difference is it going to make to throw someone else in there, especially one that's being referred to as baby Micah? We all want to see that. So I think this Sunday, I want to see that. I want to see, obviously some new guys in there, which we've been seeing that all year. But more specifically, Colin Oliver, aka Baby Micah. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, we got to see him out there. He plays a position that we need help at, and it'd be nice to have another guy in that rotation that can do stuff. We have guys sitting around with zeros across the board, getting paid $28 million a year. We need to get that guy some time in a game where it doesn't matter. Give him some time. Let him make some mistakes. Let him get his feet wet and get ready for the playoffs. I don't expect to see him in Micah Parsons' role or starting or anything, but somebody that you can bring in on third downs and get after the quarterback.
Yeah. And if you're calling him that, it's because of the effort. It's because of the effort he puts in and the play style. So we all want to see it. And what's he going to hurt, especially this week? It's not going to hurt any. My main person that I need to see step up is Matt LaFleur. I think he's done great with the offense. Like, I'll give him credit. I mean, having Malik Willis in there as a backup and doing what the offense did against the Ravens was pretty impressive. I know a lot of it had to do with, Malik Willis' skill set, his athleticism. But I think what I want to see is Matt LaFleur fire up whatever players are going to be out there, make sure that they're out there playing with a winning mentality and that they're playing hard, they have some heart, and that we can feel confident when it is next man up. And we don't have to hold our breath every time someone gets injured and wonder, how are these people going to play? And then having to question the effort and heart of some of our starters. It all starts with Matt LaFleur. So I want to see some hard play. I want to see, playing with some effort, the want to win, the hunger for it, no matter who's out there. And obviously that starts with Matt LaFleur.
Yeah. Yep. And so I'm on the same page with you. The coaching staff, I want to see them. This is their chance because I ain't worried about them getting hurt. And even if they do, I don't care if they tear their ACL, they'll be out there in the playoffs. So, this is their chance to experiment, do some things, experiment with their body and see what happens. But no, seriously, I think it put Rich Bisaccia in there too. I try and experiment with maybe some fake field goals or punts, something. That's all I want to see out of this game. I like I said, it doesn't matter if we win. We still expect to win because we're the Packers, but more than that, I want to see some good things.
Yeah, want to see some good things indeed. Just to end it off, it's been a really crazy year, and we'll talk about it more into our playoff preview. But you just see it's all season. It's been any given Sunday for any of these teams. So the playoffs is a whole new season. It's a whole new season, and anything can happen. And if we use this week to prepare, rest our starters, and get in a playoff mindset at the same time, and that all gels together, then we can make a good run in the playoffs. But it starts with this week. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves. We need to prepare. We need our coaches to be getting our team ready to win, and we need our players to have some heart and the willingness to win.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's all it is. I think we got all the talent, even losing the players we lost. I think we got all the talent to make that run, and we gotta see where the heart's at. That's what it's about.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the end of the day, we got Packers Vikings. We swept the Lions, almost swept the Bears. Now we have a chance to sweep the Vikings. And with that, I am going to say we get it done. We sweep the Vikings, and it is a whole entire team effort. And the Green Bay Packers beat the Vikings 38-6.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that coming. Oh, I like that. I like that. This is probably we're going to be pretty different on this one. I think it's going to be a close game. It is tough to pick the score, not knowing if Willis is gonna go. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be a closer game, and I'm thinking 24-13 Packers.
Hey, 24-13 Packers. There is a game this week. So, this is Underground Sports Talk. As always,
Go Pack, go!
go Pack, go.